Good evening, students. Today we are going to discuss about the new topic catalysis. So, catalysis means it is a process in which we use catalyst for the reaction to happen in a with a speed. So, means we are increasing the speed of the reaction, or rate of the reaction by adding the another substance to the reaction. So, reaction means usually reactants will going to form the products. So catalyst is a different substance other than reactant. So it is a substance which alter rate of chemical reaction. Alter means changes chemical reaction and it remain chemically quantitatively unchanged. So means it doesn't react with the reactants. So it chemically unchanged and also quantitatively unchanged. Means how much amount of catalyst we are adding for the reaction, that much catalyst will be retained at the end of the reaction. So it doesn't change as chemically and also quantitatively. So this phenomena is called catalysis. So catalysis is two types: homogeneous catalysis and heterogeneous catalysis. Homogeneous means if all the reactants and products and catalyst are in same phase, means they all may be liquid state, or all may be solid state, or they all may be liquid state. So means they are in same state. So that is called homogeneous catalysis. For example, if you take Haber's process N2 plus 3H2 gives rise to 2NH3 ammonia. So here N2 is gaseous state and in hydrogen is gaseous state and ammonia product also in gaseous state. So means all are in same phase. This is the example. So here iron is used as catalyst. So this is the example for homogeneous catalysis. So heterogeneous means when catalyst and reactants are in different phases. For example, reactants and also catalyst are in different phases. So that catalysis is called heterogeneous catalysis. Catalyst. So catalyst means it is a substance we are adding to alter the rate of reaction. So here this alter is maybe it is increases or maybe decreases the rate of reaction. So if it increases the rate of reaction, that is called positive catalyst. So if it decreases rate of reaction, that is called negative catalyst. So positive catalyst means increases the rate of reaction. Negative catalyst means decreases the rate of reaction. So next, characteristics of catalysts. So what are the features of the catalyst? So catalysts remain unchanged in mass. So during the reaction, how much amount we are adding, that much of mass will be retained. And chemical composition. So its composition, its formula will not be changed at the end of reaction. And a small quantity of catalyst is enough to catalyze a large amount of reactants. So means catalyst requirement is in very small amount. So it acts as catalyst for a large quantity of reactants. And finely divided state of catalyst is more efficient because its surface area increases and more adsorption. In case of solid catalyst, if we take finely divided catalyst, means it is in powdered form. If you take in powdered form, so there will be increase in surface area. So that's why it acts as a good catalyst than the solid. And catalysts are specific in nature. So means particular catalyst increases the rate of reaction of particular reaction. So there is a specificity in the nature of catalyst. So a catalyst can catalyze only a particular reaction. So that is the specific nature. A catalyst cannot initiate reaction. So it cannot initiate reaction. And a catalyst does not change the enthalpy, entropy and free energy of a reaction. So it does not changes the enthalpy, means energy of the reactants and products. Entropy means disorderness of the molecules and free energy of the reaction. So it doesn't changes and it doesn't participate in the reaction. The temperature at which catalyst efficiently efficiency is maximum is called optimum temperature. So catalysts can act as very efficiently when we maintain a particular temperature. So that temperature is called optimum temperature. A catalyst that does not affect the final position of equilibrium. It leads to attain equilibrium quickly. So means if you take a reversible reaction, for example, A plus B will form C plus D. So it is a reversible reaction. Assume that it is a reversible reaction. So this is forward and this is the backward reaction. So after some reactants are converting into products and also products are converting into reactants. So after some time there is a concentration of reactants and products remain constant. So that state is called equilibrium state. So it doesn't changes the position of equilibrium, but it helps to attain equilibrium quickly. So this equilibrium state will be attained quickly by adding the catalyst. And how catalyst increases the rate of reaction? So it increases the rate of reaction by decreasing activation energy. So for a reaction, chemical reaction to happen, so we need some heat. Means we need to provide energy. So that is called activation energy. So in the presence of catalyst, the activation energy decreases. So for example, it is the energy profile diagram. Reactants energy, so this is the energy versus rate of the reaction. So reactants energy is increases and then it decreases and it stabilizes to form product. So energy this energy is called activation, and this much of energy is needed to activate the reactants. So this activation energy decreases in the presence of catalyst. For example, this is the graph in presence of catalyst. So this is the graph in absence of catalyst. So means in presence of catalyst we need less energy to activate the reactants. And promoter. So promoter means it is another substance so which increases the activity of the catalyst. So it increases activity of catalyst. That substance is called promoter. For example, we have seen in Haber's process. So iron is a catalyst and molybdenum is a promoter. So here promoter increases the activity of catalyst. And catalytic poisoning. Catalytic poisoning means the substance which destroys the activity of catalyst. So it is reversed to promoter. So which decreases the activity of catalyst is called poison. So for example, SO2 plus O2 forms 2SO3. This is the sulfuric acid preparation, one of the steps in contact process. So here the platinum acts as the catalyst. And here if you add arsenic oxide, it decreases the activity of catalyst. So means it is a poison. It is called poison, negative catalyst. So then autocatalysis. So when one of the products of reaction itself acts as a catalyst, it is called autocatalyst. So means no need to add the another substance to increase the rate of reaction. So for example, A plus B, so it is forming C plus D. For example, C is autocatalyst, means C increases the rate of reaction. So it itself acts as the catalyst, that is called autocatalysis. And here if you observe the percentage of reaction and time in the presence of this autocatalyst, the reaction energy profile of so means percentage of reaction will increases slowly first, and then it increases rapidly, very fastly, and it remains constant, so in the presence of autocatalyst. So this is the graph in presence of autocatalyst. Means percentage of reaction means rate of reaction increases very slowly first. So it is a process in which no need to add extra another substance. In this, one of the products formed acts as catalyst, that is called autocatalysis. So in the presence of autocatalyst, the curve obtained as sigmoid curve. So means it is a sigmoid shape. And the example for autocatalysis is hydrolysis of esters. So esters hydrolysis to form the acetic hydrolysis of esters. So esters hydrolyze in the presence of acid catalyst. So means they will cleaved by water molecules to form acetic acid and ethanol. So this is acetic acid, one of the product acts as the autocatalyst. Means here acetic acid increases the activity of the catalyst. So means it acts as the autocatalyst. And here ethanol is the product. So next, induced catalysis. So induced catalysis means it is a when a chemical reaction enhances the rate of another chemical reaction, that catalysis is called induced catalysis. Next, adsorption theory of heterogeneous catalyst. So heterogeneous catalyst means the phase of the, for example, so if you take alkenes hydrogenation, so ethylene so undergoes addition of hydrogen in the presence of nickel. So nickel is in solid state, so this is ethylene is in gaseous state. So means reactants and catalysts are in different phase, so this is called heterogeneous catalysis. So let us see the how catalyst increases the rate of reaction of solid catalyst, how solid catalyst proceeds to increase the rate of reaction. Let us see the mechanism. So adsorption theory of heterogeneous catalyst. So in this, the catalyst is adsorbed onto the surface of the reactants. So this gas will be adsorbed onto the catalyst surface. So catalyst here provides the surface to adsorb the ethylene gas. So it is a adsorption process. So let us see the mechanism of heterogeneous catalysis. So it occurs in 5 steps. So the first step is diffusion of reactants to the surface of catalyst. So means this gas diffuses onto the solid surface. And next, adsorption of reactant molecules on the surface of catalyst. So then it adsorbed onto the solid surface. So here the gas will be adsorbed. And adsorption of reactant molecules on the surface of catalyst. Formation of activated intermediate. So this will form intermediate. Intermediate means before the product formation, the formed unstable substance is called intermediate. So it is a pre-product. So before product formation of intermediate takes place. So formation of activated intermediate, formation of reaction product on the surface of catalyst. So then product will be formed on the surface of catalyst. And then diffusion of reaction product from the catalyst surface or desorption. So finally the formed product will be dissolved, means it will, so it is dissolved from the solid surface. So this is the process of heterogeneous catalysis. Simple. First gas will diffused into the solid. So next, this is table is the examples for catalyst. So in which processes we are using the which catalyst. The first one is Haber's process. So this Haber's process is Ammonia synthesis, Haber's process of ammonia synthesis, we use iron as the catalyst and molybdenum as the promoter. And Ostwald process of nitric acid. So in preparation of nitric acid, by Ostwald process, we will use platinized asbestos. This is the catalyst. And lead chamber process of sulfuric acid preparation. So in this nitric oxide is used. So these are all industrial preparations. Nitric oxide acts as catalyst in lead chamber process. In contact process of sulfuric acid, vanadium pentoxide as or platinized asbestos is used as the catalyst. In Deacon's process of preparation of manufacture of hydrogen, cupric chloride acts as the catalyst. In Bosch process of hydrogen manufacture, iron ferric oxide is the catalyst and chromic oxide is the promoter. And in synthesis of methanol, zinc oxide is used as the catalyst and chromic oxide is the promoter. So this table is very important.